Hey everyone, this is Cafe doing a video. This time it's going to be a module review. Probably one of my favourite ones. It does a lot of small things which has a big impact, I think. So this is going to be, let me pull it up. It's one of Monk's modules. You see I've got quite a few of them here. So one needs to be on configure. So we're going to look at Monk's little details today. So this is a quality of life module more than anything else. It doesn't have huge impacts on your gameplay or sessions, but it tidies things up. You can see here already like the system changes, nothing massive, just little things. So like switching the target and settings button around. Altering the HUD status vectors, that one's quite nice. So if we look at that, so what that means is when you go to the status specs, you can see it's arranged things a bit more. So if we look at it again, so it shows detailed status specs and allowed a clear roll, and also sorts them by column. So as you probably know from the usual one, the base Foundry, all you see is icons, and it's kind of down to you to remember what those icons mean. And I'm not sure how everyone else feels. I can't remember those most of the time. I have to like hover over it or click on it and see what happens. Whereas this, it tells you what they all are, and it ranges them in nice alphabetical order, so you can quickly find them. And has a clear all function. So if I applied a bunch of these effects, I can just click here and it removes all the effects at once, which is really quite nice. And the other thing is, one of the options is it just changes like things like the invisible icon to an outlined image. Little things like that. Again, not a massive impact, but it's so much nicer and easier. Yes, it does take a bit more space up, I'll admit. So when you got things on, I have had it occasionally where I've kind of say it's over here, and okay, I'm going to do this, I think off the screen, so that's a bit annoying, but you just drag your canvas and then do it. It's not a massive issue, I found, but it's a nice little feature. Some things I have ticked, I don't always know what to do. So like this is updates on the core CSS even, and loads of the artwork. So then I have a combat tracker stuff. This is probably primarily what I use this for. So the encounter CR. So if you use CR, when you load up your combat tracker, you can get a little icon to tell you what the CR of that combat's going to be, so you know. I don't know, is that how you do most days? This is the one I do like though. So if I add him to the combat and then set a roll for him, and then the moment I click begin combat, it pops it out for me. Now I know there is a module out there that I actually have installed, you can see, allows you to do it like this. I quite like having it separate. I like having it here. So this is quite nice for me, and you can see this effect here as well. So you can choose who it pops out for. So if you only want it, everyone wants it, or no one wants it, you can always choose where. So top right, top left, bottom right, those sort of things. And also when you're done, closes the combat tracker. So the moment I click end combat, this will disappear as well. Just saves me getting rid of it myself. Not much of a difference, I'll admit, but it's good. Yeah, you can also mark an NPC to 0, so it'll automatically update on here to show it's been defeated. Reveal them. Combat bars, I probably have to look into that a bit more. I've not particularly seen them. I'm not sure whether combat bars appear. You will see I do have different modules reflecting on here. The combat term. So up next, I don't particularly see this as DM, but when it's the player's turn, they get a little banner going across like here. It's not the most obvious one. Unfortunately, it would be nice if that was a bit clearer or another way, but it's like the UI banners to say there's an error. It kind of pops up and just gives you like a little marker. You get the same for, so you get one turn you're up next, and one to tell it's your turn. There's even sounds to play for next turn, current turn, start a turn. I'll show you this in a second, so I can do that now. Look. There you go, look, that noise there. That denotes it's the start of a new round. You see, I've got this popping up here. And you can set how loud that appears. I usually run about 60. You can clear your targets. So, I'm not sure if this will work because it's him, but if I do that, and then I go for turn, see there, automatically it removes targeting. It stops you accidentally targeting multiple creatures at once when you're just trying to make a random attack. It's easy to do in normal. You have someone targeted, you forget to untarget them, move on to the next round, someone provokes an attack opportunity, and suddenly you're attacking two creatures at once. It's fucking annoying. The start token thing is this, so you can see when I move, you can see there that it shows where the creature is. So if I want to go, okay, I'm going to move 20 foot over here, and then someone happens to, oh shit, I can't move that far. I can only move, oh crap, how far back was that? And that stays until you end your turn. The moment you end your turn, that kind of shadow disappears, which is quite nice. Just that little bit of quality of life to know where you started from, if you're crossing anything, and that kind of thing. You'll notice that I have a highlight. The highlight here is so you can change this. So there are modules out there that do similar. You can change this. You can see here there's different options for it. I don't know if Monks comes with any standard. Yes, these are all different things, but so yeah, so you can see there that you can add a turn marker. There are different ones, so if you do have different modules in there, you can choose those turn markers. I quite like this one. It's not overly intrusive, and because it rotates, it's easy enough to see. Actually, you can change it. You can change how fast it rotates, so you want to get a lot faster. You can also change how large it is if you want it to show a bit more, and also which direction. All of which, quite nice features, but not massive. So you can add a button on the character sheet to show for sound effects. The palettes, like I said, not everything I use. Some of it is text because it comes ticked by standard. Leave the chat identify. So yeah, so this is if I'm, say for example, I'm looking in here and a player rolls, you get like an icon, a little like marker to say that channel's had something in there. So if they make a roll and I'm another one, I can go back and it will show me, okay, this is what happened. The blood splatter, that's quite nice. So let's see if we can do this. So minus 27. 42. Yeah, so there you go, look. You can see it's giving a little bit of blood splatter. So what this does is it automatically hides the creature, marks them as dead, marks them as defeated, so you can see on here, and gives a little blood splatter, which is pretty cool. Again, like a tiny little thing, but interesting enough. And then switch tools. So it's a small module, but I think it has a lot of potential to it. It has loads of quite cool stuff. So I'll show you now that in combat. And there we go. That's happened. This works in conjunction with another Mux modules, which I'll go through in another video, I think. Also, you can change your hotkeys on here. but again, it is one of those things that is small, but I think a nice quality of life, just to give that little bit of extra stuff. And as you can see, Monk's done a couple of them. I've got all of them in here. The other one I don't currently have on here, which I think I do somewhere, is he has one that's about tiles. Not used it. Definitely need to get around to giving it a try. I've got like token bar and stuff. So I'll go through those in a later video. But thanks all for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Cheers. Bye.